Madam Web. What kind of box office disaster is a Bob Marley movie that nobody knew about made by I Am Mecca subscriber else? I need your support more than ever if you want this channel to continue. Continue. Why can I not talk? I don't know. Because I'm stuttering today for some reason. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because Madam Web is just, it broke me. Maybe Madam Web broke me. I watched this movie. We watched this movie. It was terrible. What kind of a made for Sci-Fi Channel TV thing were they trying to pass off as a box office? Oh, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Point is, it is so not worth going to the theater to see, despite Dakota Johnson just looking so like, oh wow. I did not realize I liked staring at Dakota Johnson as much as I do. I do like staring at her. I do like staring at her quite a bit, actually. IGN thinks it's going to be a sleepover cult classic movie. They're gonna try and do the Morbius thing where they just make a meme out of how bad this is. I think they might be right. I think that the girls and the teenage girls might actually like this as a sort of cringe, identifiable, get behind, like Sydney Sweeney's fan base. People are going to like it because of her. She's fine in it. Like the actresses, their fan bases are going to probably love this. And they're going to say, you know what? It wasn't made for you. Do I need to bring out the Brie Larson? It wasn't made for you. They're going to do that. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe they need to stop making women superhero movies and just put them on TV and stuff. I mean, if this is going to be one of those rotten films before it. But then again, they tried the same thing with Birds of Prey. That movie, Birds of Prey. It was the same movie. Oh, it was the same movie. Only she's less of a bad guy than Harley Quinn, right? It's about Harley Quinn babysitting a kid who eats a diamond. This is about her, Dakota Johnson, babysitting 3 kids. They just keep remaking Adventures in Babysitting. The Mandalorian, Adventures in Babysitting, freaking Baby Yoda. What was Halo? Adventures in Babysitting. They were babysitting a kid. How many more of these movies are babysitting a kid? What was the last movie? Deadpool 2, babysitting a kid. What was the movie before this one? Argyle, babysitting a cat. Oh, it was a cat. Babysitting Bryce Dallas Howard or something, because she might as well have been a kid. She's having anxiety about planes and stuff. Point is, how many more of these absolute trash movies are they going to churn out before they kind of get it that when the Bob Marley movie is getting 3.8 million and Madam Web gets 2.2 million? When's the last time you saw a movie at 2.2 million? During 2020, during COVID, during the pandemic.
Yeah.
This is you could justify this as a date movie?
No.
They're right. It's gonna be a teenage girl movie, isn't it? It's gonna be this teenage girl movie. Okay, it's setting 2 unfortunate records for the Spider-Man universe here, according to CBR.
This is all leftover plans.
Go.
This is all like leftover plans they had from when Sony was trying to build an Alex Kurtzman Spider universe.
Oh,
yeah. I remember that documentary. They had all these.
Did you write it?
I rewrote part of it.
Did you read it?
Yeah, I read it and I narrated it. But they wanted to do all these movies, and they thought they could, because they were afraid of losing the rights to Spider-Man. So they had to do something, and they hired Alex Kurtzman. Alex Kurtzman came in with the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. And we all know how that went. Lost $200 million. Budget of $250 million, made $210.
I'm just staring at Dakota Johnson here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got penetrating eyes.
Yeah, I like looking at her. That's that, and then they blind her for some reason. So falling in water makes you go blind.
I don't know.
She literally flies out of her body to save the 3 girls all at once from evil Spider-Man. Is this evil Spider? I don't know.
Evil Spider. It really is.
She teleports to Peru. This is like Jason Goes to Manhattan level of kind of made for TV movie sort of movies.
She kidnaps these 3 teenage girls.
and steals a cab.
Steals a taxi in New York.
They end up in a diner in Vancouver.
Drives them to the middle of the woods. Leaves them there.
She leaves them in the middle of the woods.
And
Comes back when it's dark out.
And she flies to Peru.
Yeah, she has to fly to Peru, and then they come back and they're dancing on the tables.
Yeah, well,
to Britney Spears'
not
tops.
exactly in that order, but she's driving around a cab with a smashed hood. The cops don't even bother to pull her over.
No plates.
With no plates. You'd think someone would notice a missing taxi cab. Hey, why hasn't Fred called in? What happened? Maybe check on.
What happened to him? Did she kill him?
Check on 804.
Did she kill him? What happened to him?
I have no idea.
What happened to her cat? She goes and moves in with one of the teenage girls. Then they all move in together because they're all besties now. All of a sudden.
I don't know. And then again, she flies off to Peru. Then she's back the next evening. It's a 23-hour flight from New York to Peru.
It's a 23-hour movie.
Well, let me see. Hold on.
This movie takes 23 hours to say. No, it's not that bad. But if you are expecting like a good Spider-Man sort of, no. This is a made-for-TV sort of chick flick sort of thing that doesn't make any sense. That plays out like a Lifetime movie of the week or one of those made-for-TV, like one of those Hallmark Christmas movies or something.
No, you know
There's
what?
Pepsi product placement everywhere. It's just Pepsi. Pepsi.
Actually, you know what? I was mistaken.
Pepsi.
It's not Lima, Peru. It's Lima, Ohio.
It's Lima, Ohio.
2 hours, 5 minutes.
She goes to Lima, Ohio to get bit by a spider to see that her mom went to the middle of the rainforest to save her and
Really? Travel time? New York to Lima, Peru is 8 hours? No, that can't be right.
Yes.
It takes about 8 hours, 5 minutes.
And this movie, how much does it cost to make? This costs more than $100 million to make. They haven't been marketing it. The Pepsi probably put up half the budget for this movie, so they figure they're just going to give it all back. And that's probably all it is. There's just so much product placement. It didn't even cost Sony anything at all. Oh, there you go. Talks of potential sequel. Oh, no, you're asking her.
It's not getting, okay.
Poor girl. Don't. No, she doesn't care about this. She's like, yeah, I'll do a sequel. Sure, if you pay me. Okay. Paycheck's a paycheck.
All right, if you fly nonstop, it's 8 hours. Still, you're not doing that. You're not
doing that on a whim when you're wanted for kidnapping 3 kids.
Nobody sends out an APB.
She hasn't personally watched it. Don't watch it. It's not good. Dakota, don't watch it.
She leaves them in some sort of motel, the 3 of them, on their own recognizance. I'm like, yeah, that's the start of so many naughty movies.
Is this Resident Alien? Well, because it's the same diner from Resident Alien.
Yeah, might as well be.
Might as well. And then Harry showed up and said, this is some bullshit.
This is some bullshit.
And that's what this movie is. It's some bullshit. I'm going back to my live chat. Don't you go anywhere.